Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the Scrap and Roll MMA podcast. I'm your host, Sky. We got your host, Jace, and Damien in the building. It's been a minute. I mean, you know, is that Damien? Is that who we see over there?
Light skin
hair
assassin.
growing. Uh-oh.
Hey, hair growing. I mean, he's starting to look like that version of him that said that Bobby Green was going to lose to Tony Ferguson. Like, he's starting to look like that version.
Whoa. Why you calling me out?
I gotta be like Drake. Like, who your daddy? What are you?
I'm just saying. Man, what a weekend of combat fights. You know, the UFC was off the weekend before. This weekend, the UFC was back. But before we get into everything that took place there, let's go ahead and start off with a quick little question, little hot take. What was, in your opinion, the best year for the UFC?
Ooh.
Damn, the best year. Shit.
Oof.
I mean,
that's a tough question.
I guess I'll say, what was it? 20.
In my opinion, there's only one right answer.
Yeah. I'm going to say, I think it's 2016.
Yes.
That's when Conor fought Floyd, right?
No, he fought Floyd. I want to say 2018 because but 2016 was the Conor McGregor takeover.
Oh, well, then specifically, I'll say 2018 because that's when the UFC went really, really, really mainstream. You know what I mean? Like their pockets got PHAT. Shout out to Fat Farm, old school nigga in the house. You know what I'm saying?
They got bought by, it was August 26th of 2017.
Was the Conor and Floyd fight?
Yeah. And so I think at the end of the years when they fully transitioned up under WME, their new parent company, and that's when they started getting pockets.
100%.
Yeah. For me, I think that it's 2016, just based off of like the Conor McGregor, like just the fights that took place in. Like that's when you had Conor versus Nate Diaz, you had Conor winning the belt. Like, you know, Conor was the Conor McGregor era. Like, doesn't matter what we think about him now, during that time, and it brought a lot of fans into the UFC. Like, still when I talk to people on the internet, like a lot of people are like, oh, I started watching when I seen Conor come on. You know what I mean? Like, Conor ushered in a whole bunch of fans. And then, of course, 2020 was a good year for the UFC too. Like that could be on the list as well because
they were the only game in town.
They were the only one in town. They gained over 50% more fans, which is is a whole bunch. I mean, shoot, the couple of people that we've had on have come on to say that they started watching around 2020 during the pandemic. What about you, Damien?
That's nuts. Oh shit! I would have
to
say.
You like what? I didn't hear you.
I said that was nuts. They hear that people were coming in back in like 2020. Just because of like that whole situation. But the fights were dope. They were very excited. It was very quiet, so you could hear like the impact of the strikes and stuff because nobody was around and stuff. So that was very interesting. But yeah, I have to agree. It would have to be when wait, so did Conor and Nate fight twice in that same year, or was it like different years?
So they fought. Their first fight was March of 2016, and then they fought August of 2016. So yeah, they fought in the same year twice.
So I'm gonna have to say that's a year. That's the year to do it. Cause like that's when we had like the dope press conferences of like full blown media press conferences. Nowadays they do it like a couple of days before the fight and stuff, and sometimes there'd be like 4 fighters up there, and it's like, what is this? It's kind of whack, you know. I kind of like it when there's a full panel and everybody knows, and they're not all sucked out and dry. Pause. You know what I mean? Where they can actually have the energy and like the enthusiasm of the upcoming fight and how much is on the line. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say I agree with y'all with that 2016.
So let me ask y'all this then, since we're talking about Conor. What is your favorite Conor McGregor moment? And you can encompass that any way you want to, the good, the bad, whatever, just whatever moment. You pinky out, motherfucker.
You see it.
Just whatever first thing come to your mind, your favorite Conor moment.
I gotta say, I feel like a lot of people would say the Jose Aldo fight, but I have to say the Eddie Alvarez fight, because that really just like showcased his skill set. He had a good fight where it kind of, he had time to like show his skill set versus like the Aldo fight where it was, oh, that's a lucky punch. You can't really say that about Eddie Alvarez because the double champ does whatever the fuck the double champ wants, right? Let's go. That's my Conor McGregor moment right there.
That's fair.
And that was
Hey,
also in 2016. That was November
was it?
2016.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
so I
this
mean,
man
like,
was active.
that's the last time we seen Conor McGregor. After that,
Yeah.
he lost to Khabib. Then he beat Donald, and and then the 2 losses to Dustin. Like it's been, yeah.
And I think by far for me that is the best Connor's ever looked. Yeah, he slept Aldo, you know what I mean? But like he showcased like Eddie Alvarez for y'all young schools out there, is known as the king of hardcore. Eddie Alvarez was the light heavyweight champion at the time. I believe Conor was a pretty big underdog if memory serves me correct, and he went and just pieced him the fuck up. Who you got, Sky?
Not light heavyweight, lightweight.
Lightweight. Sorry.
But yeah, he pieced him the fuck up. Like, you go back and watch those replays, like, that was a masterclass in striking and like head movement, slightly moving out of the way and countering. Sheesh. What about you, Scott?
Oh, wait a minute. Breaking news. CJ is on his way to come home on the pod, but he texted me and said Charles is out. Now we gotta wait. Now I gotta log in and see, because this is blasphemy. We're a weekend away.
Nah,
we can't have that.
That's cap.
I don't see it. I don't see it. It's not on MMA. Junkie.
Oh shit! It says Alexander Volkanovski is set to replace Charles.
Where?
Nah, all right, somebody's trolling.
Where do you see it?
That gotta be trolling. Yeah, this is.
Okay, I do see breaking news. Volkanovski to replace Charles. Oh.
Where? What site?
I just seen it on. It popped up under Can Pan Panda, but I need to see it on MMA Junkie or MMA
I need
Fighting.
to see a credible source. Yeah,
ESPN something. All right.
No way.
Let's keep it going. Yeah, I'm not gonna cancel Christmas.
One of us will figure out what the hell is going on.
I'm looking at Google like news. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Because but they be getting the insider scoop first. You know what I mean?
We got a problem.
What did you see?
I see a reputable source. BJPin.com.
If it's on BJPin, it's legit. Wow, you guys.
It says Volkanovski is?
Yeah.
Replacing? Oh shit.
Wow. Okay, y'all. So yeah, I'm seeing on BJPin as well. So by the time y'all see this, of course, everybody will have seen it. Let's get into it, because now we get to talk about it. This is a great moment, right? Like, F all them other questions. If y'all do not know, if y'all the first time watching the pod, your boy Jace is dead set on the fact that Volkanovski won first fight between him and Islam. Everybody else on the podcast is fully aware that Islam won that fight 1, 2, and 4. But we have went back and forth. I mean, Jason and I for sure have like pretty much been like F you on this podcast, talking about how Islam, Volk needs to fight Ilya and do his 120, stay at 125, 145, and fight off that contender before he was fighting at 155. Now that Charles out, and they saying Volk is stepping in, big dog Volk. Hey.
This is what Uncle Chael was saying the entire time, is like, will Oliveira show up? Apparently not. Wow. I'm at a loss for words right now. Like I'm dumbfounded, awestricken, befuddled. You know what I mean? Like that's blown me away. But I'm so happy. I'm so pumped. Low key, I hope it's true. Low key, also have to think about like, what is Justin saying to himself right now?
Whoa, good point. You know what? More than likely, they might have reached out. I won't say more than likely, but they probably did reach out to Justin. Justin, in my opinion, just like how he is, I don't think that he would take a short notice fight. I don't think he could make the weight. And I don't think he wants to go back over to Abu Dhabi late notice with the week. I don't see Justin doing that. Like the way that he is, like he likes to fight. He literally says he likes to fight one time a year, maybe twice. And I don't see him. He fought Fazid and he fought Poirier this year. Like he declined it.
But this is if he declined it, that's silly. You know what I mean? Because we're not talking about a fight. We're talking about for the championship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's gonna circle back around to him. It has to though, you know. So I feel like it's better to pick and choose. I feel like he has the upper hand in this situation, you know, where he gets to, you know, do I want to fly to Abu Dhabi and do this last minute and risk, you know, not having a full training camp to prepare for this, or do I just let them duke it out and then fucking train for Volkov because Volkov's taking that W. Let's go, Volkov.
Volkov from the Bellator?
Volkanovski.
Listen,
Alexander the Great.
But we always know Uncle Dana, how he feels about people turning down fights, especially a fucking title fight.
Shout out to
Drecus. All of a sudden now, no one's talking about Drecus fighting for the title anymore. Drecus like, you know.
Couldn't care less.
Let's go, DDP.
Listen,
let's go.
Let me tell y'all, if this is your first time watching the podcast, I am a well-known Max Holloway dick rider. I'm not even gonna call myself a fan because I know y'all gonna call me a dick rider, so it is what it is.
Hey, I'm your brother. Stop that
that's
shit.
Your brother.
Like real life.
Look, mom will tell you how you think you got here.
Whoa. Wow, we wildin'. We wildin'.
Welcome
Holy
to the
shit.
podcast. You know, so inherently, you know, I don't really fuck with Volkanovski, but I respect him. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, I'm pulling for Volk. I do want Volkanovski to win this fight because I need him to get the fuck out the way. I need him to get out the way. Like, I need him to commit to 155. Yeah, go up to 155. Do your thing up there, you know, young God, and let my boy Max get his title back. Come on now. So I am pushing for him. I still think Islam's going to win, but this is a game changer. This is a game, like, 294 is much better.
I wonder, I wouldn't say that. I wonder who the backup fighter was supposed to be.
It was supposed to be Gamrot.
They said, fuck that.
Hey, your boy Dana was probably like, oh yeah, let's go. Because people been wanting to see that. I guarantee you that, like, as soon as Volkanovski's phone rang, he said yes. Didn't say nothing else but yes, I'm ready. That man's arm could be halfway falling off. He's gonna be like, yeah, I'm showing up. Like,
yeah,
Volk is a real one.
The fans didn't lose. That's for sure.
No, this is definitely not where they changed the main event the last moment. You're just like, oh fuck. Mm-hmm. You know, you're like, oh, this is as good, if not better.
That's good. Yeah. I'm sure Oliveira's fans are pissed though. Because you know he got riders. He one of the most popping UFC fighters there are these days. You know,
our last two people on the pod, both put your pinky out, man. Don't be shy, nigga. Thank you. When I think about that, you know, I was like, fuck. Shout out to Volk for being ready. Shout out to Volk for always willing to fight, because he knows, like, legitimately, we talked about Justin in his last chance. This is Volk. Like, you can't be 0-2. You can't be 0-2 against somebody. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And now
unless you're Max Holloway.
Yeah. And now though as well, if you think about it, you know, if Volk does get it done, the rematch will be at 300, 100%.
100%.
And then, so you're talking about Justin possibly not fighting for the title this time next year, September, October of 2024. Like,
I don't know if Islam will turn around that fast. Like, he don't seem to really fight. Like, I know the UFC, like, obviously held him back for October, but let's see, like, UFC 300 is going to be like either at the end of March or April. You know what I mean? We know Volk will turn around and do it. We know.
That's Volk not a turnaround. That's 6 months.
These people are weird. They are not all built the same. All champions are not the same. Leon Edwards isn't fighting until December. He fought way back in March. Everybody, and he ain't have no injuries.
Well, I think that there's a bigger story to that.
That's what she said.
Always about me.
Touche.
Yeah, hopefully this is true. Hopefully this is real. Hopefully, we didn't just go on a tangent right now for nothing. But if it is, definitely come back next week because, that'll be leading into UFC 294. And yeah, we'll definitely be in for a treat.
I'm pulling for Volkanovski. I'm gonna just put it out there right now. Volkanovski, let's go. He taking the W.
How would y'all feel if he lost decisively, like submitted?
Who?
Volkanovski?
Yeah, if he goes out there and gets like submitted, like it's not even like close or nothing like that. Uh-oh, we got trouble in the building. Mr. Break the News in a text message himself. CJ in the building.
Oh. How's everybody doing, y'all? How's everybody doing?
We shook right now.
Man, this man's sad.
Yeah. I just got the news. Somebody on my TikTok just messaged me and was like, Charles is out. I said, what the fuck? So I text Sky. I'm like, you hear that shit? You see that shit?
We instantly started looking for it.
Exactly. I didn't want to have y'all go on the pod and start talking about it so I had to look it up too. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Wild.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't even really think about Charles. I was just like excited because like that's a crazy fight that people did want to see again, and now they potentially gonna get it. Hopefully, knock on wood, it's all true. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy next week. And then Jace had brought up the fact of like, damn, like Gamrot was supposed to be the backup. Why isn't he fighting? And what about Justin? Justin won the BMF belt. He's supposed to be next in line. Why isn't he fighting? I'm like, those are some good questions. But I guarantee you, Uncle Dana was like, hey, it's time to make some money. It's time to because none of those people, well, I don't know. Justin might do a little bit more, but we've seen him against that style. Like that he knows Volk is gonna push the line based off of that fight that we seen in January. And yeah, it's gonna be he's just as popular as far as being able to push the line that Charles will be able to with the whatchamacallit. So let's go.
Hot on the damn press, man. But that's what Jace wanted to see all along from the rip. So that's pretty dope for him. Yeah.
Prophecy.
He been saying that.
Started rubbing that head. Said Magic 8 Ball. Let's make it happen.
Real quick before we move on, CJ, we did start off with a question. What do you think was the best year in the UFC?
Oh, I wouldn't even know what to say. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
It's all a blur, huh?
Yeah, it's Rick. Shout out to all the kids and the young people who I interact with on TikTok because their memory is amazing. I didn't sit and I watched all through all these years and they can go back and forth. Remember this, and this. I'm like, I for damn sure watch that shit, but I don't remember a lot of this stuff. But I also watch a hell of a lot of organizations, so it's hard for me to keep everything. And I'm a grown ass man, bro. I be having life problems and shit.
Facts.
But I'm gonna say, man, last year was fire. This year's been fire. 2019 was crazy. It's been on the incline, so it's been fire. I love the sport.
Yeah, Jason and I had said 2016 because that was the Conor era. That's when a lot of new fans and stuff started popping up. We also mentioned 2020 because that's when the UFC really grew. Nobody else was on. But I do want to give an honorable mention to 2022. 2022 was crazy with
22
the Yuri
last
versus
year.
Glover. Versus Glover fight, like how that played out, and then you went into the Kamaru fight, Kamaru winning, and then getting beat in the 5th round, and then you go into the Israel Adesanya fight, getting beat. Like those 3 5th round losses to like dominant champions was crazy. And it was. I thought that 2022 was good as well, but
you know what? After you say that, I will probably say 2020 because if you really think about it, my ass was up watching marble racing. Because there was nothing on TV. There was nothing going on. Marble racing, going down a fucking hill and through valleys and shit. But UFC held it down for mad long. We gave us something to watch. And with some quality highlight stuff going on too. And some heartbreaking stuff with Tony. We had Joaquin Buckley with the highlight, spinning back kick. So 2020 was a fire ass year too.
And then, well, I guess we didn't even finish it. We were asking, what is your best Conor moment ever?
Oh yeah, I don't even think I answered.
When Nate beat him.
Fair.
That's my favorite one.
Not surprised at all.
Yeah, probably that one. Like I always say on this pod, I'm not super high on him. I've never been a fan of him. So those moments that he be talking and spitting, they don't affect me like that. I don't really give a fuck what he got going on. So that Nate beating him was a highlight for me. And
What about you?
It was a good ass fight.
What about you, Sky?
I'm torn between who the fuck is that guy and
shout out to Jeremy Stevens,
teammate. Like I'm torn between that and him on top talking about he's not your teammate. He's a snake in the grass. Like
that's a quality one.
How did he know? He had to.
So for me personally, that's what I was thinking. It's a fucking snake in the grass. It's a fucking snake. Just sitting back, cool, calm, and collective, calling out the playbook. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, that was crazy. And then your boy Cody trying to get it for a second.
Yeah, he's trying to get up and try to get his little shine on.
And he hella wanted this moment. Who
the fuck is that guy? That's what he was saying. Who the fuck is that? Facts. Somebody come get your boy.
But yeah, real quick, let's go over this weekend's card because they was out there doing what they were supposed to do this weekend. Let me get this in frame correctly.
Last weekend's card or this coming up weekend?
Oh, this last weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna take a look at it real quick. So we mostly gonna focus on like the main card. We're not gonna spend too much time here because we got some more questions and stuff that we want to go over. Shout out to Drew Dober.
I told y'all that's my boy.
Bouncing back after getting, flatlined by Matt Favela. That was a good fight. The Buckley versus Alex Morano. Now, I think last weekend I came on here and I said I can never go against Saif Saud because that's my favorite coach. But I think we all felt like Buckley was going to win. And he went out, that was one of his best performances, in my opinion.
Like actually, Alex Moreno got gassed, which I didn't expect, but that man was out there fucking begging to be stopped. I feel like
he was.
I was surprised. I was surprised that it didn't get to that point. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, this man about to be flatlined, and it didn't come to that. But shout out to Buckley because he still did his shit.
Yeah, if Buckley streamlines himself a little bit and cleans up, he's super explosive. He hits hard. He's fast. He's strong. Shout out to him. That was a good fight. I was in and out because I was at my son's game and we were in the restaurant, so I was watching here and there from that point. But he looked good though.
But he was throwing them hooks like Jessica Andrade though. I don't like that.
Yeah,
don't be spamming them hooks like that.
He be trying to get people out of there.
Yeah,
I think it's like little bodies. You know what I mean? Like like the shorter, so like. I don't know.
Mike Tyson style, huh?
But like it's the little thick bodies that be throwing them hooks like that.
Whoa!
Shout out to all the little thick bodies in the world. I love you.
Little thicky
is crazy.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to Tyron Woodley in the house. I ain't even gonna piss DJ off like that. He can't stand when I start objectifying the fighters.
She worse than everybody, but I love it though because y'all need y'all plays too. You know what I'm saying? So fuck it. Sky was the other day like, oh, he look thicky right now. I was like, oh, here you go, Joe.
Hey, Miles John's thick as a brick.
It's for real though. I was like, oh, go ahead. You can have it.
For real though. Y'all can't.
You got that.
He said for real though.
No, I mean I'm supporting you.
Shout out to Joe Pyfer, went inside there, got it done. Nasty submission. The flags are back officially 100%.
Yeah.
I wonder will the UFC start saying anything if people haven't said like pride flags in there?
I don't think so because they let them where you can like have the alternative pride shorts during Pride Month.
Yeah, but let's just see if it plays out or trans flag or just any.
Has anybody? I don't mean. Has anybody ever wore the pride shorts?
Oh yeah, hella people.
Jordan
like rainbow?
Oh no, he didn't.
They're not fully rainbow.
You wild, Damien.
But on their names, like where their name will typically be like red or white, that's written in Pride. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, funny story is when they first came out with them with the whole little fight kick with the rainbow thing, Jeff Molina, shout out to Jeff Molina, best head game in it.
Yo, chill.
Hey,
I don't need to hear about you, Sky. I'm your brother. I don't need to hear about your conquest.
It wasn't on me. I don't have one of those. I don't have one of those. So definitely not me in the video. But Jeff Molina was the first one to post it, and then people was on his head about it. They were like, "Oh,
yo, chill." He was on his head about it.
I'm just saying. And then so everybody was calling him gay. Of course, he was denying it, saying no. And then we know a couple months back, unfortunately, he was a victim of revenge corn.
Yeah,
put the
that's whack.
And so that
I don't
that
even know
was
what y'all talking about.
Well, you really don't know who I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, so Jeff Molina had to end up being outed and coming out as bisexual because someone posted on Twitter a video of him giving sloppy toppy.
Oh wow!
Gluck, that's why I said it wasn't me. I ain't got one of those.
He was hitting that Gluck 3000
head movement. Yeah.
Yo, chill. The bob and weave special.
I missed that one.
Yeah, so that's why. But he was the first one to post the fight kit, and people was all going crazy about it. But yeah, a lot of fighters have worn the kit during whatever Pride Month is. But yeah, and then Grant Dawson versus Bobby Green.
Let's go, Bobby Green.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. This is green season, baby.
Big ass underdog for no reason.
Hey, slapped him in 33 seconds.
Shout out to the guy. There was a guy. I mean, for all y'all don't know, I get down Call of Duty, FFAO clan tag. You don't want it. Alabama Black Snake gamer tag if you want to get it. But some dude was asking me, about the fights, and he goes, "Oh man, I don't know about the fights, but I like to bet. What should I do for a bet?" I was like, "Make a bet for Bobby Green, first minute of the round TKO, or I did, or Grant for the decision."
Wow.
So he said he put 10 on both. I hope he did, because I know he got at least a couple of stacks out of it.
Let me ask y'all, do we believe Jace? Do we believe him?
Listen, all I do is win. Call me DJ Khaled.
I gotta say though, this man does be making outlandish remarks just like that though. He'd be like, the first round. I'd be like, what? And then this would be the time that it happened, and he'd be fucking
all it takes is one time. All it takes is one time for him to be right, and he's
and then it's over.
You won't hear the end of it.
Listen, first and foremost, I'm always right. Undefeated, undisputed. Stop playing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, chill.
Right.
He think he
chill. Last week we talked about it. We all felt more than likely Grant would get it done with the wrestle thing. But we all was going for Bobby. And boy, I mean, I thought it was the right, it was the left, and that's what made it so crazy. The way he just dropped
him,
flatlined him.
Quick. It didn't even look like a hard hit. It was just on the butt.
Right on the chin piece.
Precision.
He'd be staying with the hands down too,
Yo, I love the way Bobby come out because he's such a nigga, bro. He was like, "What up? What up?" I love that shit, bro. Shout out to Bobby Green.
Red. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Sky texted me. I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I was in the restaurant watching. Oh man, we went stupid. Me and my girl watching. I'm yelling in the restaurant like, "My nigga Bobby won." Man, it's great. But they fucked him over though. He should have been a top 10 right now. He had 13. That's fucked up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, put him in the top 10. It's green season, baby. Put him in the top 10.
Him like that?
Yeah. They put him at 13. They ain't want to give him that 10 spot.
Because where they put Grant?
He 15 now.
When's the last time Dos Anjos fought at lightweight?
Exactly.
So why would y'all move him up to 10? See, that's some
they hating on the OG.
It's politics.
Let
me just put it at that. It's politics.
That's exactly
because he was piecing up Drew Dober too. Drew Dober was taking ass whooping until he landed that one shot.
Until he wasn't. Until he wasn't. Another fight I correctly predicted. Thank you.
Anyways, yeah, shout out to them. Also this weekend we did have Bellator 300. It it started off rough. I'm not gonna lie, I did not watch this card. I only watched Kai Kamaka's fight because he's a Hawaiian and I know him, so I had to watch and support. And then I started watching the main card. This Liz Carmouche fight was a sparring match. It was they was not going for it, but she did end up finishing her in the 5th round with some nasty
leg kicks.
Like got her out of there. Chris Cyborg got Kat Zingano out of there. And we talked. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last week about like if Cyborg is the GOAT versus Amanda. It's a toss up. Whatever you decide to go with, I don't think that there's a wrong answer.
And I want to go back, and I jumped and I fucked up. That's my fault. And I jumped and yelled Amanda too fast without giving Cyborg her props. You know what I'm saying? She got 2 L's. One her very first fight and one to Amanda. And a lot of people been kind of hating on Cyborg, talking about, oh, she been fighting in the underleague and beating people at Strikeforce and at Bellator. I'm like, it don't fucking matter. Those are professional leagues. And she's dominating people. And a lot of her, Mo, shout out to Mo, she went through and looked at the fights between her and Amanda. And there's a lot of crossover between those girls. So, like you said, if you want to pick Amanda, you're not wrong. If you want to pick Cyborg, you're not wrong. So, much love to Cyborg, too.
Facts. And say if Bellator and PFL does merge and she has opportunity to get
Kayla.
Kayla, oh god. If she has opportunity to get Kayla up out of there or Larissa Pachenko up out of there, because Larissa been doing her thing.
She's a problem.
Like who's going to say anything about Cyborg at that point?
Facts.
Like because she done went to pretty much every organization and did what she needed to do. So that was a quick fight. And then Usman or Magomedov. This fight was long and boring.
Yeah.
And it was just, wrestling. Not really like wrestling, more so like clinching. But he got it done. I mean, he's 18-0 now, so shout out to them. I guess.
Shout out to them.
I guess. Damn.
I mean, it was. I just got a problem with Bellator in general. We've already talked about it before. Just like the way they market, just like what they're doing. And one thing, I did want to point out, like, y'all see their paychecks?
Nope.
Bellator's?
Yeah.
I didn't.
How much y'all think Usman got paid? Disclosed pay, obviously.
I don't even know. I don't even got to guess.
Because y'all know they like to be like, oh, UFC don't pay. Like, how much do y'all think Usman got paid as a champion?
Fuck, I don't.
Mr. Jace,
40?
I want him to answer first because
okay.
Jace, he be.
Usman probably got paid. Somebody peeing? The fuck?
Exactly what
I'm getting some water. I'm getting some water.
Okay, I'm like, yo, wait a second, R. Kelly. Wait a second.
Hey, yo.
Not R. Kelly. Come on.
I'm gonna piss on you.
Shout out to Chappelle.
That light skin.
100K?
A little bit more.
Okay.
A little bit more.
He got paid. He got paid 150.
Cool.
150. I was gonna say about 120.
As a champion.
Yeah, but also you also have to take in the context of, the size of a company, supposed to a different size of a company. You know what I mean? Like you don't expect a store manager at Walmart to make the same amount of cash. Yes.
Let me tell you why that's number one bullshit. Because how come when they come from the UFC, y'all backing up the Brinks truck? The washed up fighters from the UFC that come over to Bellator, they pay them more than Usman. More than a guy who came to your organization and is building up and who is the champion. That's how I know that it's BS. Because y'all want that name value over there. So y'all had the money, I guess. Chris Cyborg made the most out of the champion. She made $300K. Everybody else made $150K. But my thing is, like, why can you go and sign, I know they didn't sign Thiago Santos, but let's just...
Is that what Alimale and Liz got too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so
that's kind of a lot for them though. And I fuck with them heavy. But Eliminate be like on some bullshit sometimes, bro. And I love them because it's some San Diego love and shit. But 100 racks, that's kind of a lot for them.
So my thing is that like when people be like, "Oh, the UFC don't pay," like I've said this whole time, it takes you going through the UFC and having a name to go to these other organizations and make some money because y'all not making money like that over there.
Yeah,
If
but
it's just you,
I would probably also argue that they're getting a high percentage of the revenue, right?
Which is
Like,
the reason why they're going out of business.
not true.
Well, then why are they going out of business?
Because sometimes business fails every day.
Who's going out of business? Bellator?
Bellator. That's why they trying to get scooped up by
PFL.
by PFL. Because
they
Viacom,
they don't have what really helped the UFC is them being on ESPN, because all sports fans watch ESPN. Not everybody got Showtime. You know what I mean? I don't. So unless I can find something, quotations, it's hard. You know what I mean? Exposure. The UFC almost went under. Lucky for them. I mean, shout out to the old heads. They got on Spike
Ultimate
TV.
Fighter.
Spike
Ultimate
TV,
Fighter.
which only 18 people had. And I was one of them. You know what I mean?
TV.
Yeah, but
I was
a lot
young
of
buck.
you still is.
Yeah.
Similac.
You jealous? You jealous?
Oh.
Nah, man, I'm old and wise over here.
I'm wise.
Shit. Young cats always think they know something.
Let me read a message from a UFC fighter. They are not at the top. I wouldn't even say they're at the middle. I would say that they're still a person who
a bottom feeder.
Coming up.
They're probably doing like 25 and 25 at this point. Like it's nothing that's like crazy or life changing. I asked them about pay. I also sent them, I don't know if y'all checked y'all DM, but I sent shout out to this guy. His name is Eric McGracken. Sorry, I'll put it up here so y'all know who he is. But he oftentimes breaks down new rules and stuff that comes out. And he came out with talking about One Championships. What's that stuff called? Talking about their contract and how they have your name and likeness in perpetuity, which is forever, which is crazy.
That's
to me
crazy. Yeah.
No, it's crazy. You can't he shows the whole contract, reads it word for word, breaks it down to you, which is absolutely not okay, right? But we don't talk about that, right? Because now Mighty Mouse is with them. Unless Mighty Mouse was able to negotiate to have that outside of his deal, he can't sell a shirt
with
crazy. His shit on it because that belongs to One, and One now can websites, all that. That's what's in their contract. So, anyways, I sent it to them, and this fighter said, at the end of the day, One only pays their top fighters, and same with the UFC. But the difference is UFC gives us a platform for us to make our own money on the side if we choose to. I got to make sure I'm not reading too much. Also, we have access to nutrition, physical therapy, strength, and conditioning, not to add in free meals every single day. So at the end of the day, the UFC by far is the way to go in my eyes, as opposed to these other leagues.
Fair. But as well, we also have to take in context that is someone who is employed by the UFC.
I mean, true, but he has other offers. He has other places that he could go at the end of the day. Yeah. So I'm sure that he's as a businessman of him being a fighter and in that back of his mind that he might get cut at any time, he has to think about the different options that he can take in the different roles.
And I must say, this particular fighter has branched outside of just being a fighter. He has multiple other things that is going on for him. Now, once again, this is not like the top guy, the middle guy. This ain't even somebody that y'all won't even think about. It's
the perpetuity
different.
though.
Perpetuity is crazy.
That's crazy because we get auditions. Me and my lady, we get auditions for that, and immediately when we read that, we turn it down because that's why would? Because if you do a cell phone commercial for Verizon, you could never do any other type of cell phone commercial ever again. You know what I mean? That just don't make sense. That's not good business. For a small amount of money right now, you know what I mean? Versus, nigga, you could be the spokesperson for T-Mobile for the next 10 years and be making bank after that. You know what I mean? It just don't make sense.
And also inside of One's contract, he did another video breaking down their contracts. as soon as you become a champion, say you signed a 5-fight or 4-fight deal, right? That's common, a 4-fight deal, and then you win your championship. The moment that you win that championship, your contract doubles. So say that was your last fight, you now got 4 more fights that you have to fight out regardless. After that doubles, or you get to the end of your contract, you then have a 60-day probation period, which isn't bad. I mean, 60 days isn't that bad. I think that's pretty common. But here's where it becomes bullshit. After that 60 days, they have a match clause for a year where they can match any of the offers that come in from anybody else for a whole year. So there's little stuff like this that like we don't think about. Like we just shit on the UFC because of what we hear and what we see. But like these other organizations is doing the same, if not dirtier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that also being said, we don't even have the UFC contract to really go with a shout out to Damien fine-tooth comb as well.
This a pick. What you mean? That's mahogany. No.
If you don't got the
This
at the end, it's not
motherfucker
real.
is stupid.
Hey, that's mahogany.
Oh my god, small flex.
I got the fist
Yes,
one.
sir.
That's for the hair though, but my hair ain't that long yet.
Yeah. Well, either way,
Wow.
you know, if PFL, real quick, if PFL and Bellator did merge, like, do y'all think that's better for the fighters or worse?
Worse. More, I mean, it's just like in the business, the less monopolies, the better. You know, I wish that there were other, yes, there are a plethora of organizations, but larger organizations, right?
Yeah.
You know, because essentially the UFC does have a monopoly. You know what I mean? As far as viable places you can go to, you know, there's just not many at all.
Yeah. It's a shame, but you know, it is what it is. We'll see what ends up happening with that. This weekend we do have your boy Sadiq versus
Barboza.
Yeah.
Oh
so
damn!
I got Barboza.
This is a pretty solid card too.
Yeah, like I totally spaced on trying to get tickets for this because like I really did like want to go inside there and watch this because they got some solid hitters. I don't know if y'all remember.
Apex?
Yeah, they're at the Apex.
Damn.
I don't know if y'all
Barboza's the
remember.
underdog.
Yeah, I guess so.
Upset special.
Hey, I don't know if y'all remember Jennifer Maya's last couple of fights, but
Oh,
she's been
man.
out here banging.
Yeah,
Her last fight versus Casey O'Neill, Jennifer Maya was out there styling. Her boxing was looking good.
But even this one versus Miraz, she was out there putting them paws on her too. So Jennifer's trying to make like a nice little resurgence. Jonathan Martinez versus Adrian Yanez. Our boy Adrian's back.
I don't know why that's not the co-main. That's a good ass fight right there.
Yeah,
that's a good ass fight.
Please, I hope his chin should be well rested. When did he fight?
He was on the card.
Was that April?
Wait, who's laughing? It was
Rob
April.
Font.
Yeah.
Rob Font put them paws on him.
But he was piecing Rob up too
Yep,
because Rob looked like he had been in the fight.
Yeah.
They was both hitting each other. And he got him. He got the cleaner shot, and your boy went out bad.
Oh look. No mean to cut you off. Dana White confirms Charles Oliveira is out for 294 and will be replaced by Alex Volkanovski on the Verdict app. It just came on my thing. Pause.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Because he's probably doing a press conference right now after the Contender Series.
Yep, it's confirmed. MMA Junkie.
Let's go, Volkov. I mean Volkanovski. I keep saying that. It's just easier.
You want Volkov to win so bad.
You understand? He's not fighting, right?
Didn't know you were such a fan.
Hey, I'm excited for that.
So hold on, that's about to say that. That's next week.
Yeah, we're gonna be in here chopping it up next week about that. But let's just finish looking over this card real quick. Andre Petroski taking on. Will Piera make weight? Piera. He's up at middleweight.
That's Michelle Piera. Yeah.
Oh,
they didn't bounce him up.
Nah, he done bounced him up. Like, don't play.
Hey, yeah, he ruined 291 for you.
Yeah, he did. That motherfucker. That was an exciting fight. I'm mad at him.
Did it?
I hope
Daniel
he get.
Lastarda just fight? Oh yeah, he just fought in with that guillotine that got overturned.
Oh.
Yeah, because Chirez is fighting soon too.
Is he? Oh, they fighting each other. They running it.
Oh,
back.
they running it back. Oh, that's
they
dope.
running it back this weekend. Okay.
Right
Okay.
back. Run that
Yeah,
back.
that's cool.
That's fucked up because they was at the T-Mobile Arena. Now they in the Apex.
Man, listen. I had some friends go to the Apex. I want to say last weekend or maybe the weekend before that, and they used to be real critical about the Apex. Now it's their favorite place to go because until you watch a fight in the Apex, you don't understand. You ain't gonna never get that close and still be able to see. You ain't gonna never get that.
I feel for the fighters because I know they want the sounds in the arena and shit, but get my black ass in the Apex. I want to be that close. You feel me? Shit.
Definitely gonna try. Christian Rodriguez versus Cameron Saman. This is gonna be a banger fight.
That's gonna be a fun fight.
Rodriguez coming off of beating
Raul Rosas.
Exactly, and then Cameron Saman finally got a win without being a nutcracker. Like we got the damage on here. Darren Elkins, he's still in the building.
Who he fighting?
He's fighting TJ Brown. This is gonna be a banger.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
They got Terrence McKinney way down here in the prelims.
They way down bottom.
Fighting a shadow.
Terrence is supposed to be fighting somebody else. But this
fighting
is the
a
last
locked character.
Gotta unlock.
Let me see, because he was supposed to be fighting somebody else, and then now they just recently, like this week, had to end up changing it out. I can't find it quick enough. But yeah, he was supposed to be fighting somebody like with an actual name. Christian Gutierrez.
He way down there too.
Why they got Christian down here? The same man that like sent Frankie the Answer Edgar off. Like this card is gonna be fun.
Who's Gutierrez fighting? Because I can't see.
I'm not gonna try to say his name. It's a
some big
pronounced Bob.
Oh, it's
the Mongolian Knight. Hey, his name is the Mongolian Knight.
Oh shit! That's he would it then.
This dude is a descendant of Genghis Khan, just like all of us. Y'all ever hear how like 40% of the world's population like has Genghis Khan like DNA? Wild. Your boy was just on that.
I did 23andMe. It didn't say nothing about no China, no Genghis Khan, no none of that.
But did you do a 36? Did you do a 36 though? They gets it right.
Yeah. 36 and me will tell you where you're from. Shout out to
Izzy. Wait. You've been saying this whole time? Nah, canceled. You 67% white. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
You 87%?
No.
Oh.
At least.
Listen, we're gonna have a conversation.
As a nigga that says a lot, that nigga says nigga a lot.
I'm like, all of a sudden you looking like Drake's son. Like, what is going on?
Oh hell nah.
Hey, shout out to Drake. But I think it's in the what's some little boys called? The Misfit Kids or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
The boxing?
Isn't that tonight? Yeah. I mean, isn't that this weekend?
Yeah, the KSI and them and Dylan Danis and Logan Paul.
That's this weekend?
Yeah.
Jake Paul. No,
I thought
Logan
Danis
Paul
pulled out. Wait, I thought.
Chill.
I thought I saw Mike Perry step in.
No, that was fake. That was fake. Yeah.
No.
Fake news.
Mike Perry is the backup fighter.
Yeah, but Dylan Danis is having a hissy fit because Logan Paul's fiance is suing Dylan Danis for all of that wild stuff that he was posting, like apparently like nudes and stuff. I don't know. I ain't been keeping up with it because I don't care. I couldn't care less.
You mean reposting the shit that she posted?
Apparently. Yeah, I mean, so, I look just because I'm a savage. You know, I'm curious. Click.
Yeah.
So research purposes.
Yeah, or R&D
for the podcast.
Hey, of course. I mean,
what else?
What else? Why else would I be looking at this? So yeah, like that card is gonna be happening this weekend too. You know, get it how you get it.
Wait, let me ask y'all this: is KSI a good boxer? Because I have seen.
Oh shit! On him boxing. I just got something else too.
Oh god!
Paulo Costa versus Khamzat in jeopardy of being canceled. What the fuck is happening?
No. Wait. Because Paulo came on Israel Hawani's show on Monday, and he showed his elbow because he had the surgery and stuff.
The
And
staff,
he said he was the staph infection. They had to go inside there and clean it up or whatnot. And he said he's been sparring. He's already in Abu Dhabi. And the way the conversation was going, like Ariel had to keep asking him, like, "Are you coming out and saying this because you don't want the UFC to stop you? Like, if they cancel that fight, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem."
That must be some hot news because that just popped in right now. Pause.
Yeah, I mean,
cancel him,
what the fuck? Bro. Cancel him. You got to go, Paulo. My boy. You tripping. And that's what I've been saying in my live, bro. You can, with these two motherfuckers, you never know until they in the cage. Facts. Something is always going on with them. Facts. Something.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, hopefully, Paulo said that he's ready, he's down, he's going to fight. Unless the UFC, like for medical reasons, is like, hey, we can't have you fight, then I guess they'll have to pull it. But they got to get Khamzat. They got to get a replacement in there ASAP.
Right away.
It's already
next week,
ain't no
too. That's
postponing
next
it.
week.
Ain't no postponing that fight, bro.
No.
We got to see one of them niggas fight.
Somebody
preferably Khamzat.
Yeah, for real, because he hasn't
though.
fought since last September. And since he's up at 185, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the only person that would like potentially even step in like that is Jared.
Cannonier?
Ooh, that'd be dope.
Sean Strickland might step in. Stop playing.
Who?
Sean Strickland don't want that smoke.
The champ. Sorry.
Strickland don't want that smoke.
Have you seen him anywhere? Has the UFC posted him? Are they promoting him? We don't even know that man. We don't even know. He getting the Aljo treatment. They ain't putting him nowhere.
The champ is here.
Nope.
Damn,
Real quick, before we get out of here, y'all got any overrated, underrated?
Overrated Sean Strickland. Oh, did I just break the internet? Fuck that. Sean Strickland overrated, bro. I don't care.
Let me see. Let me see a throwback.
If he's overrated, I guess Izzy must be really overrated then.
No, he was he was underperforming at the time. That's what it is.
I got a question though.
And I stand on that.
Go ahead. Give these excuses.
When you talk about a fighter, do you cap off their career once they get old and they continue to fight? Do you just cut that off and be like, oh, they're just old now? Or do you continue to be like, you know what? You're continuing to fight. You're fucking up your legacy. You're tarnishing your legacy. Do you continue to put those check marks against them?
For me,
because sometimes you got to know when to hold them and you got to know when to fold them. You got to get out at the right time.
Yeah.
I say that they're old, and I take it with a grain of salt.
But what's old though? Because Cody Garbrandt was getting chinned, and he was only 29 at the time. He just turned 30 or something like that. And
Fair.
He's not old.
He's not under that same. But when I think about Tony, I think about BJ Penn.
He's one of them. Yep.
You know, Anderson. And I know, and I hear what you're saying. Like they choose to be out there, but also like they also choose to try to make a living. And I'm never gonna hate someone for getting some bread.
But you also choose to tarnish your legacy because I think it goes the opposite way. So say you do step in and you're an old guy, because if you start taking those W's, they'll be like, you're the greatest thing walking. So I think it has to go both ways. If you're deciding to go in there, step in the octagon or wherever you're going, sign the contract and get paid, it should tarnish your legacy. And they shouldn't. I don't really care about lists and shit, lists come or whatever. But I think they should start getting knocked down a peg or two, because BJ Penn is running around here 16-14, and people are still putting him on the all-time list.
He is.
It still matters, like, because you could be Randy Couture and be 43 and still winning.
Well, I was gonna say,
that's
like,
a good point.
What if you don't even have a legacy to tarnish though? Like, look at Darren Elkins. Like, I still tune in to watch this motherfucker fight. I still tune in to watch Clay Guida fight. I still watch Anthony Pettis fight. Those are all like great fighters, and with them, it's a coin toss. They could win or lose. You don't know what the fuck you're going to get with it. You know what I mean? But then when you see people like Glover Teixeira or like
another one,
people, you know what I mean? People that are older but are like just a higher caliber type fighter.
Hey, even Stephen Wonderboy.
Do you start?
Another
Yeah.
one.
Do you start like taking them and like saying, "Oh, you were great, but now like you just kept it going a little too long, and you kind of, you know what I mean?" I don't really look at shit like that. I get it. It happens. It makes it be known that age, like Father Time, is undefeated at the end of the day. But if they were winning, you would put them at a higher. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
with the
Yeah.
age, you juggling it because it could go up higher and put you on a higher pedestal, or we put you lower. Like, damn, you done
Yeah.
fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
I
You
don't.
find these
I
young
guess I
bucks.
don't really feel like that though, because even when like Clay wins now, right? No one expects Clay to fight for a title. There's no aspirations there. You know
Right.
what I mean? At least in my book, when I view him, I'm just like, oh, like Clay to one, that's great. I just remember people, I guess, like for example, the NBA. You get someone like Vince Carter. Everyone remember Vince, just Vince Sandy, just fucking smashing on people, But for the last like 8 years of his career, he was just a glorified 3-point shooter. Vince played till he was 42 in
Did
the
he?
in, yeah, he played till he was 42 in the NBA. Nobody talks about it. You know what I mean? When you think of Vince, you think of him just
I think of his arm in the
Yeah.
basket.
But like you said, he's a glorified 3-point shooter, but he is also like number 3 or number 4 on like 3 points made. We don't have to go into basketball and shit, but he changed his game. He evolved his game. But I had a good one though, like you just said, Clay Guida, Hall of Famer. No,
Y'all
Clay
know
Guida,
how I
Hall of
feel about
Famer.
Hall of Fame.
100%.
say it, Sky, say
Listen,
it, say it.
if Cowboy Cerrone can make it in, anybody can make it in. Anybody.
We might have to put that on a shirt too. If Cowboy can make it, you can make it.
You can make it. Like all you need to do is just fight when they call. At this point, Kevin Holland is Hall of Fame because he fights
Damn,
everybody
you ain't
at any
lying.
time.
He the black
Damn,
cowboy.
that's
Hey, they could
facts.
call him right now and he would go and fight Khamzat again. Like so all of a sudden
That's
he in the Hall of
facts.
Fame now too. Like it just is what it is. But to answer your question, CJ, I think that you have to look at somebody's full resume
Yeah,
because resumes do matter, and there is a point in time to where fighters should walk away.
walk away.
I love Tony, and I know that he was on Ariel's show last week, and he's all pumped up and talking about this and that. And at the end of the day,
I
he's
ain't
like
pumped up.
he straight up told me. I took it personal because I know he was talking to me. Because listen, he said the people that come inside his comments talking about he needs to retire and they're so sad that he's still fighting need to shut the fuck up. That's what he said. He said not even his family is telling him that. And I'm just
They
like,
must not
they
love
don't
him.
love you. They don't
That's
love
cap.
you like
Exactly.
that,
Yeah,
bro.
that's cap.
They
I
don't
don't
Yeah.
love you like
believe
that because it's heartbreaking to watch him get inside there.
Hey, every day people got to go to fucking work on their fucking construction job, and their body is saying, "Stop it now."
Yeah, but they not getting punched in the head,
And,
kicked in the
nope.
head.
That's
Yep.
different.
Shit,
You
a
know?
Got a
different
hard hat
type.
on.
But
I
Got a
you
hard hat on.
could just tell by his cognitive thinking and the way that there's something that's different there, and that's where it becomes alarming.
I don't
Cause
know. Tony's always been fucking weird as fuck.
yeah, but
That makes it worse though. You amplifying that shit now.
Hey, I know we got to
How you-
do what Damien does not like to do, which is wrap it up. But before we go out,
Who
It's a married
does?
man. It's a married
Yeah.
man.
Right. Why
But-
Why
I'm
would?
like,
Why would he?
but before we go out, I want to real fast give a shout out to California and your boy Gavin Newsom, who I'm not necessarily a huge fan of. But anyways, if y'all don't know, California just signed into law MMA retirement fund.
I did see that pop up, but I didn't. look
And that's a
into it.
beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Really, it's just for any fighter who has completed over 39 rounds and
Oh, that's dope.
over the age of 50. They will get a
Oh.
part of a state-issued retirement fund. So that's
State
awesome.
issued.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's dope.
I wonder
Especially
if
like
Tito
California.
Ortiz, since Tito is such a Republican, I wonder if he'll decline that.
Yeah.
Nah.
We.
Hell no. Hell no.
You know, people be like, "Oh, I don't want no hands out. I don't want this," but yet there was the main ones getting them PPP loans. It was the
Yeah.
main ones getting.
I don't want no handout.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
saying. I'm just saying.
I'm weak.
He said, I'll
I'm
get you a
weak.
ticket. It's a loophole.
Hey, it's a loophole, you know.
I'm
It's
weak.
different. It's different than that.
It's different.
But
I'm
yeah, shout
smart
out to
about it.
California. That's awesome.
Beautiful thing.
Shout out
Real
to
quick,
California. It's the least they could
before
do.
we go. Now, with everything happening in Israel and Palestine, do y'all think we're gonna like the UFC is gonna wrap up those interviews real quick at the end of like when somebody wins? Because we're gonna be in Abu Dhabi next weekend, and
it's not next weekend. It's 2 weeks.
No, it's next weekend, the 21st.
The 21st.
Shit.
Yeah, not this coming weekend, but the next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got stuff to do.
Flies.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be at another wedding. It's gonna be an issue, but I'm still.
I'm gonna be at a music festival. It's gonna be an issue.
Hey, you might as well just not even watch it and just wait.
I'm not
until like it's over,
and then just hope that no one says anything.
That's what I had to do at Damien's wedding, but I was like, I can't watch right now because I'm gonna be distracted. But do y'all think they're gonna be like wrapping up the fighters, not letting people go on like these long rants because
they will and they are going to.
And you know, people get
you gotta wrap
they can
it up,
drop
though.
F-bombs. Who knows what people will start? Well, I don't think they'll do it in Abu Dhabi because like typically like
Arab state.
Yeah, like you can't get too spicy, but I definitely feel like there will be people who are you know,
passionate,
pro free Palestine, and you will get some different kind of energy in there. Do y'all think they're gonna wrap them up, or you think they're gonna let them express themselves?
Express yourself.
I think they're gonna.
I think they do a good enough job of when they start pushing an agenda, they'll cut them off. But once if the words get to flying, like the F word, it's hard to. It was too quick, you know. Like DC was like, "Oh, let me head up out of here." But I think they'll do a good enough job of cutting people off. I'm like, okay, we got to go, guys.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if Bryce Mitchell can come in with the Bible and do all the rest of that.
Yeah, but yo, I'll just rewatch that interview. Your boy Bisping was out. Your boy Bisping wanted nothing to do with it. And I was so weak by it. Legitimately.
Whatever, bro. Like, they're fighters at the end of the day. You can't put muzzles on them. Like, let them fucking speak their shit, and that's it. I don't care what it is either. Like, I kind of fuck with Dana about that. Like, let them talk their shit. Like, who fucking cares? They're their own person, nigga. They don't represent all of the UFC. That's one person who happens to be a fighter in the UFC and does their shit. Yeah. And they won. So let them fucking talk their shit.
I think the undercard, I feel like the undercard will kind of get police more to say because that's going to be on Mickey Mouse channel.
Yeah.
That's going to be on ESPN.
You're right.
And they ain't about to be playing with you like that. But the pay-per-view, because it's a pay-per-view, like you might see a little bit more, you know, if your boy Bilal was on this pay-per-view, man, they for sure would cut him off because Bilal go crazy. But, you know, we'll see. We will be back next week, next Wednesday. Every week we are here. And it will be technically our year reunion because Damien and I started doing a podcast on last year's Charles Oliveira versus Islam.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
full circle.
Yeah, we'll be back. And until then, we're out. Peace.
Peace.